Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something quite different than what I usually talk about. I'm going to be talking about two young couples that I found here on YouTube. And the reason why I'm talking about these young couples is because what they are doing is very, very inspiring and should be very inspiring to a lot of other young people. The two couples that I'm going to be talking about are the Goodwins and the Bushes. These are two young black couples or melanated couples. I don't know what they call themselves, but two young black couples that are pretty much using YouTube as a way to show or talk about what's going on in their own individual lives. The Goodwins. This is a young couple that they just recently had a baby, okay? And the Bushes, they are a young couple who lives in a tiny home. They are pretty much, again, showing what they are doing with their lives. They're inviting you into their homes, literally, here on YouTube. Now, I wanted to talk about this is because we see a lot of negativity happening around the world. Right now, everyone is so wrapped up and tied up in this whole COVID-19 thing. And even with this, both of these couples, they have made that a part of their YouTube experience to share what they are doing in their individual experiences with COVID-19. Now, I wanted to highlight them because I consider these to be two positive couples, two positive black images, right? There's all the talk about the problems and the woes that we have as a people. Also, I wanted to talk about them is because both of these couples, we have children their ages, right? We have children. My husband and I, we have children their ages, and it's very inspiring to see young couples that are happy, that love each other, that reverence one another. Now, I don't know about all the ins and outs of their ins and outs of their lives, but what we see on camera is what I'm going to be talking about. I don't know all the personal things. I only know what's on camera. So, and I'm saying that as a disclaimer for anyone who would come back later and say, well, did you know this? Did you know that? Okay. I'm not talking about this or that. I'm talking about what I see, the positive image that they are presenting and that they show in marriage. There is a deficiency in marriage right now, especially among our people. There's a lot of fighting and bickering. And I'm talking about real serious stuff. I'm not talking about the things that couples go through. In our marriage series on our ministry channel, my husband and I have talked about our journey in marriage. We've talked about our journey. We've shared a lot of things about how you can really become one with your spouse, how you can get through disagreements by reasoning with one another. You know how the scripture says, come, let us reason together. So on our ministry channel, we have shared a lot of wonderful information about marriage. I just saw something so cute, you all. There was a bird right there at my window. And it was like he was peering in at me. You all know, anyone who follows this channel knows that I love animals. We live on a farm and I absolutely love animals. And so whenever I get these visits, I will interrupt what I'm talking about just to acknowledge Yah's creation. So you see, there we have it. Beautiful bird just looked in at me. But anyway, I'm going to keep it moving. Marriage is an honorable thing. And so when I see young couples that are doing something on a positive like this, I think it's worth mentioning because there is a lot of focus put on the negative in our communities. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't focus on those things because according to the Bible, we are supposed to. It says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up your voices like a trumpet in Zion and show my people their transgressions. and show my people their transgression. So we are supposed to talk about the bad things so that we could improve, so that we can get better, come up with solutions, and realize that there is a problem, right? But I also think that highlighting positive stories is a great thing as well. So I'm going to say just a few things about each of these families because I think they are beautiful couples, wonderful. I was really happy. I'm going to start with the Goodwins. I was really happy to see their baby born. They videotaped that and they shared it with us on YouTube. Okay. Now, before I get into the families, I want to say this about YouTube. Okay. What both of these young couples have done, I would say to other couples as well, and even if you're not married, YouTube is a great way to share your life with others. It's a great way to share your talents. Another channel that I follow is LeadFarmer73, I think it is. We've been farming and gardening for years. So when I found that channel, I was happy to see melanated people who are doing what we do as well, which is farming. I wish I had a lot more time to do more of our farming videos. Whenever I show our animals, a lot of you are excited. You want to know what's going on with our duck, Waddle Waddle. And he's become a favorite to many of you. And so YouTube allows you to share your life with others. Now, the other side of that, in which because we are in this COVID-19 thing, and a lot of people have been affected financially, YouTube is also a great way to share your talents and be paid for that. Now, you have naysayers who think that that's the worst sin on the planet to actually get paid for sharing your talents or sharing your skills. They think that's just a horrible crime, as we have seen many comment over the years, as if that's the worst thing. But these same people will watch television where you have no control over commercials when you watch television, but no complaints whatsoever. And so what I have been learning to do from my husband, because he's a lot more patient than I am, I've been learning to just shut off the noise of people with their negative comments. Okay. Of course, sometimes I may mention them, but trust me, it's nowhere like it used to be. Years ago, I was like, okay, whatever. And I was going in, but now I don't waste my time as much as I used to. As a matter of fact, most of the time when I get negative comments, I just let it wash on by. Because I have more important things to do. But what I'm trying to do right now is I would like to encourage those of you who have skills or talents or a life that you think is interesting. Look at these two couples, the Bushes and the Goodwins, two young Black couples showing and sharing their lives with the world, and people are taking notice because this is a beautiful thing to see. It is wonderful to see what they are doing. And so it is absolutely nothing wrong with utilizing your channel in the way that these young people are doing, in the way that so many others are doing, to get paid for what you are offering to the world. There are people who are doing crafts. I mean, I've subscribed to so many different craft channels, and I'm looking at things that people are doing that are just incredible. I can't wait to have the time to do some of these things myself. But these channels are actually showing you step by step how to do certain crafts. Okay. And anyone who thinks that that is wrong and that they need to go out and get a real job. I heard someone say that to a very well-known YouTuber who has close to 1 million subscribers. You see, this young lady, she's a Black lady as well, close to 1 million subscribers, making a lot of income and revenue on YouTube. And someone told her to go and get a real job. Let me say that again. Someone told her to go and get a real job. Now, this young woman is making thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars per month. Now, tell me what real job, now I'm getting close to the mic because I need y'all to hear me on this. What real job can any of us go and get that is going to pay you tens of thousands of dollars per month? So again, that is a person who is not even worth responding to. I don't mean that in a bad or negative way. I'm just saying don't waste your time with that. This young woman, black young lady, she kept it moving. She's doing her thing. She's making her tens of thousands of dollars per month, utilizing her channel, doing what she likes to do, right? While this other person who's telling her to go get a real job, they're doing whatever it is they're doing. It is what it is. So be it. Keep it moving. So I would like to encourage anyone who has a skill, if you can sing, if you can play an instrument, whatever, because we see that the economy is kind of rough right now. What is wrong with anyone taking their skill or their trade or their talent, presenting it to the world, and getting paid for it? Of course, you will always have those who are going to find some kind of way to say that there's something wrong with it, like the person who said get a real job. But let me tell you this. I know this for a fact. Most of the people who are saying this stuff, if they could just be plugged into a channel, someone just gives it to them, their subscribers, their revenue, all of that. Someone just gives it to them and say, look, this is your channel. Do with it what you will. I have 1 million subscribers. It's yours. I doubt whether any one of those people would walk away and say, no, I don't want that because it's wrong. I don't want that channel or that income because it's wicked. I doubt that very seriously. So what we've got to learn to do is allow negative people to be negative, and you just continue on your path, right? So back to the families. The Goodwins, they just had a baby. I would encourage those of you who are young, whether you're married or about to get married or seeking to be married, look at these young couples. The Goodwins is a couple. A few of their videos, I haven't seen a whole lot of either of their videos, but enough to know that they are doing something that is very inspiring. So with that being said, not having seen all of their videos, I don't know all of their content. So I've had people say in the past, if I said anything positive about someone, I'll have people in the comment section will come and say, well, did you know that they do this or they did that or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, all right. But the Goodwins, I did see where they just had a baby and they had a few miscarriages in the past. One that I thought was very sad and was very touching and very heartbreaking was when they lost their twins. That one was very, very difficult to watch, to see this young couple going through that struggle, but they made it through. And the baby that they now have, I am so happy for them. She is a beautiful little chocolate drop. I absolutely love seeing them interact together. Even the intro to their video, I think is so adorable. It's showing what a lot of us talk about, Black love. It's showing that love that this couple has for one another. And I just pray, I hope and pray that the Most High will keep them, that he will lead them and guide them into all truth, that he will protect them, protect their baby, and just elevate them to a place in him. Okay. That's always my thing. I like to see people having a good, solid relationship with the Most High. That's the most important thing to me. Okay. Having that, because we all understand the times that we are living in, and it doesn't matter what we achieve on this earth. Without the Most High, we are nothing. Okay? Without him, we are nothing. So first and foremost, get that relationship with him intact, make it tight, and make it right. Don't be religious, but be a person who really reverences the Most High, our Creator, for who he is. He is the giver and the taker of life. Okay? Now, the other couple, the Bushes, they are sharing with us their journey living in a tiny home. They don't have any children as of yet, but I find this couple to be very, very funny. I think they're a very cute couple, just like the Goodwins. They're a very cute couple. And I would love to see my daughters and my sons be in relationships that are this solid, this loving, this close. My husband and I are very close. We're best friends. We love each other. We care about each other. You see, when he would go fishing before we got married, I wanted to go fishing with him. I wanted to just, be with him. There was a song years ago that says, I just want to hang around you. That was me and my husband. We were then, and we still are best friends and buddies. And so that's what I like about these two couples. The Bushes living in a tiny home. Now that's tight quarters right there. A tiny home, 200 square feet is what they live in. I think they said 196 square feet to be exact. Now, my studio here, this is 200 square feet, right? This is a she shed studio. Now, for me, is enough space, but a lot of people would think that this is challenging to actually live in, but I really enjoy this space. But a couple, a lot of people would think that that's very difficult to do, but they are making it work, and they are making it work well. They tell you the ups and downs, the ins and outs of their life together in a tiny home. Okay, they explain that very well, so I don't have to. You can go to their channel and look at that. But I look at the fact that they paid off all of their debt. Okay, they talk about all of that as well. Get all of the good information that you can from both of these channels. This young couple paid off all of their debt. And so when they recently talked about how they were unemployed or became unemployed or laid off because of COVID-19, they were not in a situation as rough as some, because all of their debt was paid. Of course, they still have expenses. But again, being able to have a YouTube channel is a great thing for them, a great fallback. Okay, I know that their channel is fairly new, but their subscribers are increasing rapidly, and I hope that they will increase even more. But again, these are young Black couples making it happen, chronicling their life experiences and various things, getting married, living in a tiny home, having babies, even the Goodwin family losing their twins, and I believe another child as well. Don't quote me on that. Go to their channel to find out. But this is very inspiring for me as a mother who have children their ages, to see their lives in this way, because we see so much negativity in the Black community, a lot of which I talk about on this channel, because I want to see my people do better, but my people have got to want to do better. You see, we talk about the relationship problems and issues that our people are having, but if you don't want to do better, then you will not do better. But I'm going to continue to speak, because over the years, a lot of people have shared their testimonies with us about the things that we speak about or teach about, of how their lives have been changed. Many of you, over the years, I remember some people started following our ministry because of my garden videos, quite a few of you. And then you eventually found out about our ministry channel, and you started to hear some of those things as well. And you were actually able to see a lot of truth that has been hidden from us for so long. I thank the Most High for the Whited Out series, documentary series that we've produced. With that series, we went way back in history to uncover some things that were hidden from us for so very long, because Black history to me just didn't make sense that we only stopped at Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman and, the inventors and all of that. It's like, there's got to be more to our story than just these things, right? And so in our research of history, world history, we found our presence as a people on every continent, every nook and cranny of the planet. Talking about the Black Chinese that were there before those that we see today, talking about those in various regions of the world, in South America, North America, even in Europe, Africa, Japan, Thailand, Sri Lanka. As a matter of fact, when that tsunami happened many years ago, we were living in Michigan at the time. I remember seeing all of these Black people that were mixed into the crowd, right? And they had the coarse hair and all of this. And one of the news people questioned one of the citizens there and asked, where did these people come from? He was talking about the black people. And so this person, who was a mixed version of the black people, he actually said, they were always here. When he explained that, that just kind of stuck with me. When this guy said they were always here. See, what people don't know and what they don't realize, even in the Philippines, and I know I strayed away from the Bushes and the Goodwins, but I'm just going to put this little bit of history in here and move on. But in the Philippines, even, same thing. My husband was good friends with a white pastor who lives in the Philippines, right? He used to live here in the U.S., but he moved there. And one time he messaged us and he said, you're not going to believe this, brother. He said, the indigenous people of these regions of the Philippines, because the Philippines is broken up into many different segments, he said they're black people. He said they look just like the lighter Philippines, people of the Philippines, but they are black. He said they are the original people. They look just like you, man. You know? And he said the other people are mixed, and these were his words. He said they're mixed with God knows what, right? And so we thought that was interesting too, that even in these Asian nations, that the original people were black. So that's why I mentioned the Whited Out series. But again, back to the original topic at hand. I'm done with this video now. I just wanted to encourage all of our young people who are out here engaging in negative things, always focusing on negative things. Start yourself a channel on YouTube, okay? Focus on positive things. If you have a skill, if you can sing, please sing. Let us hear you sing. If you can play an instrument, do that for us. If you write poetry, spoken word, let's go for it, okay? Because we have enough negativity coming out of the black community. And we would like to see more positive things, because the world wants us to see everything bad about us, but we need to show that it's not just bad things. There are beautiful young couples like the Bushes and the Goodwins. There are talented young people who can sing. My children sing. You see, they play the piano. They taught themselves how to play the piano and the instruments, the guitar. If you can play any instrument, these are things that you can do, right? I'm not saying that you're going to just get on YouTube and all of a sudden your channel is going to just blow up and explode and just become a huge success right away. These things take time. What I am saying is, instead of us complaining about unemployment and about our woes all of the time and all of the problems and the issues, and we're not doing anything about it, why not try to do something different? Do something about it. Those of you who have a green thumb, like myself, do your garden videos. I would like to do more garden videos. Like I said, usually when I get out there, I am on autopilot. I get there, I have my seeds. As a matter of fact, whenever I'm doing videos, I usually have seeds in front of me that I'm just anxious to get in the ground. We've done so much planting. I'm telling you, I collect seeds like some people collect shoes and purses. That's how I am. I collect my seeds because I want to eat what I grow. And my children are into gardening as well. They love flowers. But even in their own areas, they have their own areas on the land to where they have put their gardens in or whatever, but they're doing flowers. But they are incorporating food into their designs as well. So again, family, some of you subscribe to our daughter Rebecca's channel, where she shows the progress of her garden quite often. Okay, so utilize this as a tool for something good, because we have enough foolishness on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, all of these social media sites where our people are just showing out. Let's do something positive. Now, I applaud the Bushes and the Goodwins, and I encourage all of you to go check their channels out. If I remember, I will leave a link in the description area for their channels. And also, one of my favorite garden channels now, of course, I watch a lot of different garden channels. I watch Self-Sufficient Me. Garden Answer. But also LeadFarmer73 is one of my favorites. Charles Dowden, I believe his name. He's another one of my favorites. But I encourage you to subscribe to these young people's channels. Just peek into their lives and see what they're doing on a positive note. And why not do some of the same things? Do something positive to share with the world, okay? I am done with this video for now, family. And with that, I will say shalom. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.